Radical.
Microsoft/Xbox games are dominating the sales charts on the PlayStation platform. On the PlayStation, it seems like, weirdly, Microsoft/Xbox, well, we could just go ahead and call it Microsoft because there's really no Xbox anymore, but just throwing a bone out there for people that think there's still an Xbox, I'll do the slash. Those games are dominating on the PlayStation storefront. We got some charts down here that were kindly clipped by one Matt Piscatella. And I got to be honest here, I don't know who the hell Matt Piscatella is, but this is where I'm posting it from. Maybe some of you know who Matt Piscatella is? But piss if I know who Piscatella is. There's 3 charts down here, and the third one actually I'm going to talk about. I'll scroll down and see a bigger version of the chart. But to the right here, you see the Xbox and Nintendo platform charts. Less interesting is the Nintendo one because it's pretty much going to mostly be all Nintendo stuff. Because mostly Nintendo games sell on the Nintendo platforms. They tend to be the best-selling games. Unless there's some data out there that tells me otherwise. Nintendo has a lot of exclusives also, and there's really no surprises here. Of course, Mario Kart World will be the best-selling game for the Switch 2, but this includes all of the Switch sales, Switch 1 and 2. Mario Kart 8 the second, Cyberpunk 2077. So it shows you there that even a game that had a rough start in Cyberpunk is incredibly popular when it comes to being available on something like a Nintendo Switch. There's just a lot of people that really, really would like to play something like Cyberpunk on their Nintendo platform. Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Minecraft. Minecraft, weirdly, it's published by Nintendo. Isn't that kind of funny? But you don't think really of Minecraft being a Nintendo game, but still, really no surprises there on the Nintendo storefront. On the Xbox storefront, you have, from the list down up, I'll do a down up from here in the bottom there. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, 9, 8, PGA Tour 2K25? A golf game in the best-selling? That's wild, man. It's wild. A golf game? What, are we going to see hockey on here too? Probably not. 7, Assassin's Creed Shadows. 6, WWE 2K25. 5, NBA 2K25. 4, Minecraft. 3, The Elder Scrolls Online. 2, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. And the best-selling game is Elden Ring Night Rain. So, Minecraft is not included on Game Pass? That's weird. Because the thing about this also is the games that were sold, I'm guessing not on Game Pass. Because see, that throws a whole monkey wrench into the whole game sales. Because you might be wondering, how the hell is a golf game in the best-selling list on the Xbox platform? Well, apparently, golf is not on Game Pass. WWE 2K is not on Game Pass. Basketball game not on Game Pass. So the funny thing is, all the Microsoft games are not going to sell that well on the Xbox because people are buying Game Pass, if you wonder what's going on there. Now switching down to the big list, the big one we want to discuss is this right here. This is the PlayStation best sales list for quarter 2, the top 10. Starting from 10, we got Assassin's Creed Shadows, published by Ubisoft. 9, Minecraft, published by Microsoft. 8, Indiana Jones, Microsoft. 7, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Sounds like an exciting game. I mean, I heard the first one. I didn't play the first one, but I heard the first one wasn't too exciting. But now, you're on the beach? 6, Doom, The Dark Ages. 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. 4, MLB The Show 25. 3, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. 2, Forza Horizon 5. And 1, Elden Ring Night Rain. So Elden Ring dominating both charts. It's funny though, you see how many of those are published by Sony? Only two. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach and MLB The Show 25. Microsoft slash Xbox obviously here is crushing it. They're dominating the PlayStation sales charts. And that is wild. It is wild. I briefly mentioned it yesterday talking about Dreamcast Guy dealing with copium. They'll try to spin it whatever way. PlayStation fanboys, like I said, they'll want to spin it whatever fucking way they can. But the fact of the matter is, Microsoft slash Xbox games are very popular, insanely popular, popular enough to be dominating. Not just one or two, but we got, how many got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Most of the top 10 is Microsoft games. So, one final thing I want to mention, and what this leads up to, I don't know what I titled this. It might be this title. This is the reason PlayStation is making the decision to start putting their games on the Xbox platform. Because you see, it probably surprised and shocked both Microsoft and Sony that Microsoft games would be doing this well on their platform. They see this, they see the hunger for people to experience something new, and like I mentioned, just the bi-curiousness of it, of getting other games from another system on their console. So this is a great partnership happening here. Supposed past rivals are now in bed together, and they're counting all the money, the stacks and stacks of money, while they're sleeping together. So PlayStation sees this and goes, well, damn, if we can get, just a little bit more than half of this happening, if you look at the Xbox sales charts, if we get somewhat of a moderate, I don't know if they'll have it exactly as much success. Wouldn't it be crazy if it was more success? If there was a bigger percentage of the PlayStation games that would sell on the Xbox platform? See, the thing is, Sony fanboys and, just PlayStation fans. Not every PlayStation fan is a fanboy. You can be a fan of PlayStation, but not a fanboy. Fanboy is basically just taking it over the top. I always tout about great exclusive games like God of War. So I think if they released God of War Ragnarok or any God of War, like just a collection, I think, I might be wrong here, but I think that would instantly debut in the top 5 of the Xbox game sales. And hell, because there's kind of a lack in actual just purchases because a lot of people are on Game Pass. Think about it. I mean, back to the Xbox list we'll look here. If a fucking golf game is in the top 10, could you imagine this list with a God of War on it? It might be the best or second best selling game. I mean, think about that. What if they opened the floodgates and looked at this list, and even though generally less people have a Xbox Series X versus a PlayStation 5, there's still a lot of users that are on the Xbox platform. If Sony opened the floodgates, they're thinking, damn, a God of War, a Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, The Last of Us. It'd be funny because you see a lot of Xbox and Microsoft fanboys on the other end of it bragging, hey, all of our games, look at all, they're dominating there. I know I mentioned it, but I'm not a fanboy of any plastic box. Just, making facts here. If PlayStation did the same thing, a lot of these Xbox fanboys would now be suddenly quiet. If you saw in the top 5, maybe all PlayStation games.